Rome, the city that was born from blood, raised by wolves, and ruled the world. Before skyscrapers touched the clouds and emojis ruled our language, there was Rome, an empire so powerful its echoes still bounce off our modern lives. From politics to plumbing, calendars to concrete, Rome left its fingerprints on everything. But let's rewind, way, way back, to where it all began, with a murder plot, a wolf, and two very competitive twin brothers. Act 1. The Wolf, the Twins, and the Foundation of Legend. It all kicks off in Alba Longa. The god Mars has twins with a priestess. Their jealous great-uncle wants them dead, classic royal drama. But instead of dying, Romulus and Remus are rescued by a she-wolf. Yes, really. Raised by a shepherd, the boys grow up tough. One day, they decide to build their own city, but can't agree on where. So Romulus kills Remus. Brotherly love, Roman style. Romulus then opens Rome's doors to, well, everyone. Exiles, fugitives, shady characters, welcome. But there's a problem. No women. The solution? Steal them. Cue the controversial rape of the Sabine women. Yikes. But weirdly, peace follows, and Rome is officially in business. Act 2. Kings, killings, and the birth of a republic. Rome's early kings meet suspiciously dramatic ends. Disappearances, riots, political backstabbing, literally. One king even gets deified after vanishing in a thunderstorm. But after the last king, Tarquin the Proud, who was as nasty as his name suggests, is overthrown, the people say, "No more kings." And boom, the Roman Republic is born. Except, power still stays with the rich few, the patricians. The everyday folks, the plebeians, aren't having it. They protest, strike, and slowly chip away at the system, eventually gaining some rights. Sort of. But the poor, still struggling. Act 3. Conquest, corruption, and Caesar's rise. Rome expands like wildfire. First Italy, then Spain, then North Africa. Generals get rich, soldiers get farms, and the Senate gets nervous. Enter Julius Caesar, charismatic, brilliant, and ambitious. When he marches on Rome in 49 BCE, civil war erupts. His rival Pompey flees to Egypt, where he's executed. Awkward. Caesar, meanwhile, gets cozy with Cleopatra. Yes, that Cleopatra. Wins battles, wins hearts, and is declared dictator for life. But that title comes with a target. On the Ides of March 44 BCE, he's stabbed 23 times by senators who claim they're saving the Republic. Spoiler, they didn't. Act 4. The empire begins, and Augustus takes the throne. After more civil war and a spicy love triangle involving Cleopatra, Mark Antony, and Caesar's heir, Octavian, the dust settles. Octavian wins, becomes Augustus, and the Republic quietly dies. Augustus rules with flair, roads, postal systems, police, and peace. Under him, Rome hits its golden age, but successors, not so golden. Act 5. Mad emperors and falling flames. Tiberius becomes paranoid. Caligula goes full villain, declares himself a god, parties with his sisters, and gets assassinated by his own guards. Claudius, the underdog scholar, surprises everyone with solid leadership and conquers Britain. Then comes Nero. He's infamous for allegedly fiddling while Rome burns. Spoiler: he didn't fiddle, but he did blame Christians and spent money like it was going out of style. Rome said enough, and Nero took his own life. Bye-bye dynasty. Act 6. Rebuilding, expansion, and the good guys. Vespasian, a no-nonsense general, stabilizes the empire and builds the Colosseum, thanks to treasures from Jerusalem. His sons Titus and Domitian keep the legacy alive, until betrayal strikes again. Then come the adoptive emperors, some of the best to ever do it: Trajan, Hadrian, Marcus Aurelius. Empires stretch from Britain to the Caspian Sea. Peace reigns, for now. Act 7. Chaos, Christianity, and Constantine's rise. Things get messy. Between 192 and 284 AD, Rome goes through emperors like tissues, 29 in 50 years. Then Diocletian takes over, splits the empire in two, and launches history's most intense anti-Christian crackdown. It backfires. Enter Constantine the Great. After a vision of the cross, he wins big, legalizes Christianity, and builds a new capital, Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul. It's the beginning of the end for the pagan world. Act 8. Rome falls, but the legend never dies. In 476 AD, Western Rome collapses under pressure from barbarian tribes, but the East? It morphs into the Byzantine Empire and keeps going for another 1,000 years, until 1453. From a scrappy myth to global dominance, Rome's story is one of ambition, betrayal, brilliance, and legacy. We still walk its roads, we still speak its language, and we still tell its stories. If this journey through Roman madness entertained you, smash that like button, subscribe, and join us for more wild rides through history. Rome wasn't built in a day, but this channel, it's growing fast. Be part of the empire.